win, lose, and it'll probably not be a harder non-playoff loss than what the Pioneers will face all season tonight, and that is head coach Jim Montgomery. And Coach, obviously, thanks for taking the time. I mean, to watch this down on the ice tonight, you're up 3-0. You get a huge goal by Tabram to make it 4-3, only to give up those 2 late goals and lose 5-4. Is this one of the tougher games that you've had to coach?
Well, it wasn't a tougher game to coach because I thought that for the majority of the game we executed very well. It was just an odd game. I mean, the number of reviews for goals and non-goals, and there was one instance where they put the puck on the left dot in our end, so I put out our best left-handed center, and they moved the puck to the right, so we put out our right center, and then they moved it back, and now we can't change. It's like, it was just one of those games where it wasn't clean, and but there's a real good lesson we can learn here by every position, and we managed the puck extremely well in the first, and then we got away from it, and we started turning. A lot of that, give credit to UNO. They turned up their engines, but again, we need stronger stick plays by some of our players.
Really, you took the step when it was 3-0. You called the timeout after the icing to prevent the Mavericks from getting that first goal and getting that momentum. And then just moments later, unfortunately, just a bad turnover between Lalegi and Zajac getting their signals crossed along the end wall. That leads to that turnover and the easy goal, and the Mavericks were able to jump from there.
Yeah, but even there, I mean, our defenseman rims the puck. It hits the partition in the glass, and it comes out on the strong side. And no one has a chance to recover on that, So
Kevin Cowley has to go off the side of his skating in, just one of those nights.
Yeah, I mean, the bounces, maybe hockey gods weren't on our side. Maybe we're on UNO's side tonight. But again, a lot of those goals were results of us not getting pucks in, where we had a lot of success tonight.
One of the keys to the game you talked about was surviving the first 10 minutes, knowing UNO was going to come out hard after last season. Not only did you did that, but you had one of your best periods of the season, leading 2-0 at the end of one.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier with our start, our pace of play. Our defensemen I thought were really good all night long. And but in the first, they just made great decisions, and it led to really good transition offensively.
Yeah, and whether it's a Dean Blaze team or just what he has right now, but it seems like every year, every time that his team gets in trouble, he always puts that top line together. And tonight he moved Ortega up with that group, and that seemed to propel their offense.
Oh, it sure did. Like Dean is a coach that coaches to win, and he knows how to win, and that's why he's had so much success. And he'll change things up. I thought they changed up their neutral zone. They changed up their forecheck as well after the first, and we saw all those things happening. But again, our puck management is what hurt us the most when I look at why they came back in the game.
Obviously the mood in the locker room is probably like it would be for any loss, very down. But do you think this team will be able to come back tomorrow at this time with a fresh attitude and come out for a big game tomorrow?
Yeah, I know our players are going to come back hard. The difference is compared to last year is usually on Friday nights we were outclassed and it was easier to dig deep and the other team felt good about themselves. We played a good game and didn't come out on top. And I think UNO is going to learn from their first period, and we're going to get 60 minutes of them. So it's a new, different kind of challenge than the results we were seeing last year. And I think this is the first Friday night loss outside of the BC this year.
All right. Well, obviously a strange game tonight. You fall 5-4, but we'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Okay. Thanks, Jack.
All right. That's head coach Jim Montgomery.